Ixnay on the end stay to a day. Married right here? Two of you guys married? Yeah. How long have you been married? How long?
25.
25.
20. See? I don't think. Oh, 25. Yes, dear. Okay. That is so cute. How about you guys? How long have you been married?
Oh, 51.
51? Nicely done. 51 years, you guys. That's pretty cool. I talked to a couple just the other night. They were 50, and I said, "What is the secret?" Jack, you got a secret for 51 years?
Just say,
Just say yes.
wrong.
Just say yes, even if you're wrong. Okay. Here's what this guy told me. He said, "I'll tell you the secret. For 50 years, there's not a darn thing I wouldn't do for her. For 50 years, not a darn thing she wouldn't do for me. For 50 years, we ain't done a darn thing for each other." And I love that. How about you guys right here? Are you guys married? How long have you been married? On? Look at the guys who are always looking at the lady. 13 years. See, that's a comfortable age. You guys, and this is your oldest? Or?
14, because he's 13. So.
I'm not talking about that. You're everything the same. All right. Where'd you go on your honeymoon? Someplace exciting, like the Dells? Where'd you go? We
didn't go anywhere.
No. We went to Bagley. Well, at some point, it'd be nice. So you're saving up for Disney World at some point? Have you done that already yet? No? Yeah, okay. Well, let's go. 13 years. You get him on the dance floor at 13 and 14, 15 years, whatever it is? Yeah, good for you. Because most of us married guys have got that line. Married guys, have you read about that song? I'll dance with you tonight. I'm just waiting for a good song. Yeah, I like that one too, but I'm waiting for a particular song. Well, that was the last song of the evening. That's the one I was waiting for right there. And not quite sure why you want to get us on the dance floor. There, I'm dancing. You happy now? Too sexy for myself. I'm going to get my sexy look. Here it comes. She's not thinking sexy, she's thinking medical condition. You ever get stupid songs like that stuck in your head all day long? You can't get it. Does that happen? Is it just me? You get a song in your head you can't get rid of it? Does it drive you absolutely nuts? You know? Kids' songs are the worst. I got a couple of kids at home, and for years I keep getting these stupid songs stuck in my head. It drives me nuts, you know? My daughter's finally getting to the age where she's no longer doing the where I'm walking around going, Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob. I love you. You love who? B is for bullet. You remember Barney? I bet you do. Yeah. Barney, what an odd mascot choice for children. He looks like a dinosaur that's based on a Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? Isn't that a meat eater, a carnivore? I'm thinking someday Barney's going to snap. That might be kind of a fun day to DVR. Well, I hope we've all had fun with Barney today. I've certainly had a wonderful time with you. Wait a minute, what's that noise? It sounds like a rumbly in my cumbly. I have an idea. Why don't we learn about the food groups today? Gather round, group. Come on, a little closer to your pal Barney. I love you. Don't struggle. Someday they rip Barney's head off. You know what they're going to find underneath that costume? Ah, no! Am I the only one that knows that Pee-wee went off the air and Barney suddenly appeared at the exact same time? And what better community service for Pee-wee Herman to be in a costume where his arms only go down about here? A little theory. Now my daughter got a little older, and she started. Now she's into the tween stuff. And when she was like 6 years old, I'm walking around the house singing some stupid Black Eyed Peas song, I think it's called. And I'm walking around going, my hump, my lovely lady lump. Check it out. My daughter walks up to me and she says, "What's that song mean, Daddy?" It's a song about a camel. Apparently he's got some junk in his trunk he'd like to sell at the yard sale. Anybody here ever get a song in their head and they can't get rid of it for like a month? That's really scary when it happens. Anybody been to Disneyland or Disney World? Anybody here? Yeah? What song is in your head? What? Absolutely, doesn't it? Yes. It's like everywhere. Now, I took my family there 2 years ago. You know what happened to us? We got halfway through that stupid ride, the Small World ride, and the ride broke down. Not the singers, the boats. Is that what happened to you? We sat right by the Swiss Alps. We couldn't, and we were like 32 minutes and 15 seconds. Yes, we were counting. OMG, we could not get off that ride. And we were like, we were so trapped. My son was going, I'll swim, Dad, I'll swim. Very scary. Let me give you another, it really happened to you too. I'll give you another example. Who remembers Nintendo? Who remembers the original Nintendo game? Anybody remember that? You know, that with a gray box Nintendo game, and you play that thing over and over and over again. You're walking around the house for days going. Or the Tetris game with the blocks slowed down. Who played that one? Anybody ever played that game with the blocks slowed down? Anybody play it like all day long, and then afterwards you're in the bathroom looking at the tiles of the floor going, well, I could take that and move that over here, and I think I'm up a level 8 in the back. When I was a kid, I got a commercial in my head that drove me crazy. Commercials will do it on purpose. I'm going to prove it to you. Here's a commercial that's been off the air for many years. This isn't the one. Just to prove it. I bet it's been off the air for 15 years. I bet you all know it. You all help me out. Ready? Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Glory, fizz. It's like a weird Lutheran church group. That was it. Ever hear those the Alka-Seltzer commercial? They always show you a funny little jingle, but they never show you this part, do they? Oh, God. Stuff is horrible. How do they show that stuff? I love advertising. Advertising is so funny to me because it's right there and I don't even have to write it. Let me give you some examples of what I mean where I don't have to write it. I'm in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm driving by a Burger King, and the Burger King sign reads, "Now hiring closers." But the C had fallen out. I just went, thank you, God, that is brilliant. I'll give you another example. I'm down in Austin, Minnesota. Austin, Minnesota is the Hormel capital of the world. I happen to have a little extra time there because I was doing a corporate event, and I happened to go to a museum. Does anybody know what museum I went to in Austin? That's right. Anybody been to the Spam museums? Have you been there? Yeah, it's free. It doesn't cost a penny. Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I could have spent all day long at the Spam museum, but 10 minutes seemed to be just about right. Did you get hungry for Spam afterwards? No. That's good, because I found out that Spam actually originates from two separate words: spoiled ham. But it tastes awful. And you don't microwave it or it'll explode. I didn't know that about that. Now, Hormel's got a pretty good sense of humor. You know how I know that? They've got a billboard on the side of the highway down there, and they've had it for years. It says, "Not all hogs make it to Sturgis." Brilliant. Now get this, they have an ad on the radio for their new chili product. Now I don't know why you want to advertise chili on the radio. And you know what they use for the background music for this chili product? A tuba. That to me is just not a good choice. Have you heard the commercial? It goes exactly like this. Hormel presents a brand new chili. It's extra chunky. You know, if you're 8 years old, I'm a god right now. You know, so here's the commercial that drove me crazy, and you won't know this commercial, and you won't know this commercial, but some of you will know this commercial, and it really got in my head like a virus. I'm at the point where I'm even banging my head against the wall trying to get rid of it. Is any